Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session of Maths 1 Arithmetic Progression. We are on the second last exercise, sum number 8. Find four consecutive terms in an AP whose sum is 12 and sum of third and fourth term is 14. So, our assumption will be let the four consecutive terms in an AP be a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. Remember, students, whenever even terms are being asked, we have to consider a difference of 2d. Like here, we have considered a difference of 2d. Difference between a minus 3d and a minus d is 2d. Difference between a minus d and a plus d is 2d. And difference between a plus d and a plus 3d is 2d. So whenever even number of terms are being asked, we have to consider this sequence. And when odd term is asked, we have to consider the difference as only difference of 1d. That is a minus d, a plus d. Or a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d and so on. Since here even term, that is four terms are being there, and therefore I have taken this sequence as a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. As per first condition is what? Sum of all the four term is 12. So here sum means addition. First term plus second term plus third term plus fourth term equals to 12. Minus 3d plus 3d is 0. Minus d plus d is 0. And the what is remaining here? A plus a. That is 4a equals to 12. Therefore a equals to 12 upon 4. A equals to 3. As per second condition, sum of third and fourth term is 14. So third and fourth term see here, third and fourth term a plus d and a plus 3d. A plus d plus a plus 3d is 14. Instead of a we have to put 3 because we have got the value of a as 3. 3 plus d plus 3 plus 3d equals to 14. Therefore 6 plus 4d equals to 14. 4d plus 6 equals to 14. 4d equals to 14 minus 6 and 4d equals to 8. D equals to 8 upon 4. Therefore d equals to 2. Since we got a and d, now we can find out the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Our first term is a minus 3d. A implies 3 minus 3 into d, because here our first term is what? A minus 3d. Therefore that's why here 3 is there. D is here we have got as 2. After putting the values we get here 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. Second term is a minus d, that is 3 minus 2 equals to 1. Third term is a plus d equals to 3 plus 2 equals to 5. Fourth term equals to a plus 3d, a plus 3 into 2, that is 3 plus 6 equals to 9. Thus, we got all the four terms of in an AP. Now, last sum of this exercise. If the ninth term of an AP is 0, then show that the 29th term is twice the 19th term. Let's see how. It is given that ninth term is equals to 0, therefore T9 equals to 0, equation 1. We have to prove that 29th term is twice of the 19th term, that is T29 equals to 2 into T19. Now formula of Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore T29 equals to a plus 29 minus 1 into d, a plus 28d. We know that T9 is equals to 0, which is already being taken. We have to make use of it. Therefore a plus, here the ninth term is taken as 0. Therefore a plus 9 minus 1 into d equals to 0. Therefore a plus 8d equals to 0. So we know that a plus 8d equals to 0. That we have to keep in mind. And in order to keep in mind, we have taken it as equation 3. Now T29 equals to a plus 28d. Now 28d can be written as 8 plus 20d. Why we have bifurcated 8 plus 20d? Because we know that a plus 8d equals to 0. And therefore I have bifurcated 28 as 8 plus 20. We know that a plus 8d equals to 0. So keep 20d as it is. Similarly, we will do it for 19th term. 19 term equals to a plus 19 minus 1 to d, that is a plus 18d. Again 18 can be bifurcated as 8 plus 10d, because we know that a plus 8d equals to 0, and therefore here a plus 8d plus 10d equals to 0. Therefore t19 equals to 10d. If you multiply 2 to both the sides, so 2 into t19 equals to 20d. Now look at equation 4 and equation 5. Here 20d is there, here also 20d is there. This 20d both are same, which implies that LHS will also be same, which gives indication that 29 term equals to twice the 19 term. This was sums based on previous exercise. Now here we have completed this exercise. We'll move to next exercise or next practice set, which is the application of arithmetic progression. Let's see. That is practice set 3.4. On 1st of January 2016, Sanika decides to save rupees 10, 11 rupees on the second day, 12 rupees on the third day, and so on. If she decides to save like this, then on 31st December 2016, what would be her total saving? That is, we have to find out. SN means after 1 year. Now 2016 implies what? Leap year. Leap year means February has 29 days. So if February is having 29 days, the whole year is having how many days? 366 days. So we have got here n as 366 because it is a leap year. Now Sanika saves rupees 10 on the first day, which is equals to A, which is equals to we called as T1. On second day equals to 11, that is equals to T2. So difference will be what? T2 minus T1, which is equals to 1. Every day difference of 1 is there. 2016 is a leap year, and this year has 366 days, which is nothing but our SN. So total saving equals to SN. SN formula is what? N upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we know the value of n. The S366 equals to 366 upon 2, 2 into a. First day 10 rupees is saved. So a equals to 10 plus n is 366 because it's a leap year. So 366 minus 1 into d. D is taken as 1. Difference is 1. So after putting the values, we get the required term, which is nothing but S366 equals to 183 plus 20 plus 365, that is equals to 183 into 385, that is nothing but 70,455. Total rupees saved after 1 year is 70,455. Now next up, a man borrows 8,000 and agrees to repay with a total interest of rupees 1,360 in 12 monthly installments, each installment being less than the preceding installment by rupees 40. Find the amount of first and the last installment. So SN equals to, that is total amount we have to repay back. That is nothing but amount borrowed plus interest. Amount borrowed is how much? 8,000. Interest is how much? 1,360. So total amount becomes how much? 9,360. That much amount we have to repay it back in 12 monthly installment. It is also said that each installment being less than the previous installment by rupees 40. Therefore, common difference is nothing but 40 is there, but that will be negative because it is less. And since we have to repay it in 12 monthly installments, therefore n is also equals to 12. So n is 12 and d is minus 40. Now we have to find out the first term and the last term. So we have to use the formula because Sn value we are knowing it. So Sn equals to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn, n is here 12, so S12 equals to 2 into a. We have to find out plus n, which is, you know it, 12 minus 1 into d. D is minus 40. So yeah, Sn is 9,360. 12 upon 2 is 6. 2 into a plus 11 into minus 40, that is minus 440. So now here multiplication is there, 6 into, when it goes to the side it becomes division. Therefore 9360 divided by 6 equals to 2a minus 440. So here 1560, after dividing we get 1560 minus 440, when it shifted to the side becomes plus 440 equals to 2a. Therefore 2000 equals to 2a, therefore a equals to 2000 upon 2, a equals to 1000. That is how we have got the first term. Now for the last term, that is T12, we have to find out, apply the formula of Tn. Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore T12 equals to 1000 plus 12 minus 1 into d is minus 40. So we get here 1000 plus 11 into minus 40, which is nothing but 1000 minus 440. Therefore 12th term is 560. So first installment is nothing but 1000 rupees and the last installment is rupees 560. So here we have completed two sum of this practice set. Remaining sums we'll do it in the next video. Till then, have a great day.